big numbers. 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is Jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad be presto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more Modesto. Hit your thought, I'ma catch those. Mexican, don't make pesos. Hit your sus, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, like them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, 12 points of guard.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the big skin, we stretch your distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Hey, 100s and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Hey, she want it like me, cause her lame, she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board like a keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, 1 point to guard.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hundreds. Whole team counting, that's a big number.
Rick Rock. TikTok. West Hip Hop. Are you ready for some football? Ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. Down in Mississippi and New Orleans, Big Snoop Dogg got a Madden lead. His team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg and I'm the only one, and when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Haha, bag up off me and blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast, cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. Come on. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard. My team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is, I get it. I got cleats on my feet, jersey on my back, helmet on my head, ready to attack like that. Down in Mississippi and New Orleans, Big Snoop Dogg got a Madden lead. His team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg and I'm the only one, and when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast, cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. Come on. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard. My team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is, now get it. Come on. It's in the game.
Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Jets and the Oakland Raiders. Here's the former Auburn kicker, Daniel Carlson, to get this one started. And we are underway here on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Mike, 58, right there. I'm on.
Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Here's Bell. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Let's go!
Corey Littleton on the tackle. It's a gain of 6.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go.
Darnold from the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Darnold. And this will be caught at the 30. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
A first down throw, Darnold. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Darnold completes it, and he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 17-yard line. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Darnold. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Jets take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point up and good by Succop. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Working from the gun, it's Carr. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Carr. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Down! Sit down! Let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here. Shift! Greystone, travel. 637.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. He's got it to Williams. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time.
Into the red zone. It's Carr. And it's caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. To throw, it's Carr. Flushed out right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Here's Carr to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. From 6 yards away, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. This is Bell. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
They will come up on a 1st and 5 following the encroachment penalty. From the 50, it's Darnold. A screen to Bell. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. Now it's Darnold. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. What a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Throwing now is Carr. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. From 19 yards away. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah,
blitz coming, and down he goes. Cleveland Farrell able to take him down. It's a loss of 3.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. To throw is Darnold. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
Yeah, it was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Darnold. Incomplete.
Now that's absolutely terrific technique right there by the corner. Exhibit A. Zone coverage, knew where his man was in relation to the football at all times, and made a nice play.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, Darnold. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 26-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
We're good. You ready? Here I come.
Now they'll throw with Carr. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The safety, Jamal Adams, able to break that one up.
Definitely worth taking in our deep shot here. He's already found the end zone twice here in the first half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but able to contain him on that play. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Jonathan Abram picks it. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. So that's now 3 first-half interceptions, and that last one even costlier as it's returned for 6 points. So as a quarterback, how do you regain your focus?
Well, QB 101 says you never show them that you're sweating. Still act like you're the guy that you've thrown 6 touchdown passes, not 3 interceptions. But he's human. He's got to face up to his teammates. He's got to own up to that. See if he can brace up and also not look over his shoulder and see his backup starting to warm up. It's going to be a tough one for him.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. 1st and 5. Now this one complete on the slant route. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Darnold. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here up. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. Hey, 734. Get down. That's it.
Now Carr. The quick slant caught. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now. The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on 3rd and goal. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down, 3 yards in the wrong direction. Well, if this defense can hold them to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. This started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. Hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Darnold. He's got the hook up here on the comebacker, complete. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Darnold now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10.
58, boys. 58. 58. Come on. Here we go. Here we go. Check.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Going up top. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Hey, switch gears.
To the air again, Darnold. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. This will be from 56 yards out. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that
under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
they need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Carr now to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. High throw, but the catch is made. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. Here's A.J. Cole now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. It's taken to the 26. 47-yard punt, a return of 4. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time.
And the Raiders have got him. Cleveland Farrell able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid game. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And out across midfield down to the 45. That one goes for 24 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
That one good for 37 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. From 10 yards out. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
Hey, Haywood! 44's the mic! 44's the mic!
A shotgun snap for Darnold. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and give these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
He's checking.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
We own this.
To throw his car. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Make it 4 touchdown passes now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Darnold from the gun. And it's caught by Herndon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. Darnold now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Darnold. And a quick throw here, that's complete. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. They'll give this to Bell running right. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Well, it hasn't been a whole lot of fun for Le'Veon Bell in this ball game, trying to find room to run the ball. I'm sure they're going to have to change some things up because he's so versatile. They've got to get the ball in his hands somehow and create some space because they're losing this game.
Well, defensively, you've got to key in on Bell, make him the focal point to stop, and they've been able to do that.
And he has gotten better every year he's been in the league, always adding something to his game, one of the premier runners in the NFL.
Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The Jets on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Back to throw, Darnold. That's complete. It's Bell. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line, well short of the first. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. And here we go on 4th. Darnold. This one caught by Crowder. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Darnold now to throw. He's got Herndon, his tight end. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Chewing up big yardage, another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Darnold going to lead the offense up 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. Throwing again is Darnold. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
I got you.
Darnold to throw again. Flush to his right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong foot. The lady. 57 the mic.
Now it's Darnold. He's got it. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Let's go.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Outside. 58 to Mike. Rip lady. Check 24. Check 24.
Now here's Pollard. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they've met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Le'Veon Bell. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point put through by Succop. And that will get him one closer. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
49, check 49.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Mike, 53.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Aguilar has it. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 45-yard line. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of... Rush coming, and he's taken down.
But enough takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Carr. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Into the red zone. It's Carr. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. From 19 yards away. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. Now after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10.
Watch 57. Go, go.
Here's Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. A screen to Bell. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Jet first down. On 1st and 10, Darnold. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Here's Darnold. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Now Darnold. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Throw right side to Perriman, and it's caught. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's 1 timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
That's caught inside the 20. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.